YouTube, what's going on? Hat here, bringing you another video. Today is going to be a instead of a budget, right, a finalized version of an energy shield Nova Sword. A lot of people are doing these builds this season because of the 2.4 updates, and I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, but I'm not going. I mean, we were lightning. I'm not going back. I enjoy it quite thoroughly, so I wanted to share that with you, let you know what I'm using, and let's just get right into it.
11.
All right, so here's the build. Here's what we got. We are Energy Shield Nova. So we are using a Griffin's. I believe it's a 2010. It could be a 2011. I have a 5.4 in it, but we're using Griffin's. Negative lightning res is what we're really focused on, what we really want to do with a lot of these things. We're using Enigma for the life per kill, as well as the Magic Find. We don't get a lot of Magic Find out of this build because we are going for straight damage. We're using a Shootas with a, I guess, a 5.4 facet in it. It's a 20 a Shootas, 320 lightning. We're using a 35 spirit. We're using a Mara's. We are using Stone of Jordan's, Arachnid Mesh, War Traps for MF. We did try Silk Weaves, but the MF is just nice to have, and the Silk Weaves, the 10%, and the mana on kill just isn't. It's just not a lot. It's really not. Frostburns for increased mana. We're using Geeds, a bunch of lightning skillers, a mana fast rate recovery charm, some MF charms, and an Annie, a decent Sorc Torch. We do have a memory staff, which gives us +9 to energy shield total, which will come in handy, and I'll show you. Merc is using an Andes with a attack speed jewel in it. I don't have the funds to get an attack speed fire res, but he doesn't. The fire res doesn't hurt him too much. He's got 63, not that bad. Infinity Mancatcher, very early ladder. We made this. Horrible roll, but it does the job. Gets the job done. Fortitude, also not the best roll. Good all res, but not great for the life. Let's see. As far as the stats, we get our strength's a little jank right now because we did try to do a Tau set as well, which I think we would switch to if we were doing players 1 farming. But strength, just enough to wear your gear. Rest in energy. I almost said vitality. Rest in energy. We do CTA on swap as well as another spirit. And when all is said and done, we CTA. We do this. We do an enchant on our Merc. We grab our memory staff with +9. And that gives us level 43 energy shield, which absorbs 95%. And I wanted to do that first because that's important. So with that, what our skills look like is that we are going to be maxing telekinesis, 1 into teleport, and then the rest into energy shield until we get to 43 with both our CTA +1 all skill buff and our memory stat. 95% is what we want. Once that is done, we don't need the memory staff anymore. We can take it off. We still keep that level of energy shield. And we're going to max Nova. We're going to max static field. We're maxing lightning mastery. 1 into frozen armor. And it's optional if you want enchant or not. I like it because when there are full lightning immunes, you do need your Merc to 1v1 them. And a little bit of enchant with attack rating and fire damage helps a little bit. And then the rest is going to go into warm. And on that note, let's get going. So we are on players 8 right now. And we'll do a little bit of chaos. Now, as you know, there are some lightning immunes in here. We do break all of the lightning immunities, these guys specifically. Because they were lightning immune, they do have high lightning res, so it takes a little bit. But we seem to bamf through it pretty quickly, you know? We can teleport right in the middle of everything. We don't have to be too careful as long. The only thing I have to worry about is poison and big elemental damage. That's really the only thing we're worried about. And that's pretty much it, you know? We're just going in. It's fun, you know? As a streamer, I can look at chat while I'm doing this. Lightning, I couldn't really do that because I kind of have to aim them, line them up and all that. So I really enjoy this. Those fire dudes, when they breathe fire, it hurts. So we usually end up popping a mana potion every time we have to deal with them. But we're cruising. We're cruising. I usually pop a leech portal here. or people when I run them through Chaos. I do a lot of that. It'd be really cool to find a high rune on this run. Wouldn't that be sick? Be GG. YouTuber loot? Thul rune. That's not it. That's not it. Grab some extra mana potions as we go. I'm not going to clear everything just because I'm trying to make this kind of quick. I mean, I think you guys kind of already get the gist of it. It works. It's nice. I guess the only thing we're worried about, plus skills matter, you know? Plus skills do a huge bunch of damage for Nova. And we'll talk more about that at our wrap up of things like what would be better gear to use and things like that. But getting rid of skiller charms for more magic find just doesn't quite work, at least not for players 8, you know what I mean? If you're gonna solo or do players 1 stuff and you just want to kill everything super quick, some solo cows, yeah, switch all that out for MF. You'll still crush the cows easily. But players 8, you're gonna need all the damage you can get. It may even be worth making an argument to do the whole, 2 more grand charms, and just if you find anything on the ground, throw it in the stash. But we're already keeping the, we're already keeping our memory in there. So being able to just throw stuff in the stash isn't really the most amazing use of our inventory space. At least that, I like being able to just pick stuff up and IDing it and not have to worry about, oh, let me go check it and look at my stash. I mean, you know, that drives me crazy. But I can see why you would, because 2 more skillers would actually be huge for damage. So do what you want, you know? But we're just cruising away. Now this group of seal bosses, I guess you'll call them, they are the Fire Lords. They do breathe the fire. I usually just face tank it and pop the full juve. It just is simpler and easier that way. Even if my Merc needs a full juve, we'll do that with him as well. Just to keep the speed going, you know? So we'll full juve there and we should just be fine. Cool, done. Hey look, we got our full juve back. Never didn't have it. Sure that's not poor socket of the whale. Make sure that's not a banger as well. And then, and I forgot to pop some. There we go. As far as killing bosses, the boss damage is actually better than I thought it would be. I've seen worse, right? But I guess you'll see that in a second. So players 8, Diablo, we'll hit him with some of this. We do have to watch out for his fire spewing thing. The electric one's not so bad, but the fire one we have to get out of. And get our Merc out of as well. Awesome Diablo loot, love to see that. And that is it for that. As far as final thoughts, as far as where we would upgrade further, you know, it's just a battle between magic find and damage, but it just seems damage is the way to go. So any plus skills is great. What we could get instead of this is either like is going to be something GG, right? Like a magic wand that has +3 to lightning skills, +3 to Nova, +3 to lightning mastery, right? And then it gets 2 sockets from Larzak. We put 2 5/5 lightning phases in that. Like stuff like that, right? There's gonna be like the next step to upgrading for this. But until we get lucky and find something like that, this is gonna be it for this sort. And then like I said, we can switch out into, I don't know, a partial Tau set, right? That's why our strength's a little high, is because we'll switch out to partial Tau set. Maybe switch one of these skillers out with some magic find charms. Why did that not work? Oh, I misclicked. And then we're sitting at 325 MF as opposed to whatever we were at. A 208, right? That's the build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's gonna be more, I guess we go finished builds to come, as well as more budget builds, so make sure you subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below anything you would do different. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, peace.